Salute, this is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
See the smoking gorilla underneath the city lights. No filter on his chatter, screaming truth into the night. He's got a heart that's burning, but his lungs are full of ash. He speaks his mind so freely, and he'll never take it back. 'Cause he won't hold back, no he won't lie. Words are flashing through the sky. 'Cause he won't hold back, no he won't lie. Free and wild as the sparks fly. Crowds gather fascinated by the tales he leaves behind. Each word erupts like thunder from a restless, fearless mind. He drags on his ember glowing with each truth that takes a flight. Worlds collide in his perception, burning bright through the night. 'Cause he won't hold back, no he won't lie. Words are flashing through the sky. 'Cause he won't hold back, no he won't lie. Free and wild as the sparks fly. He's a lone star in the darkness, blazing trails against the dawn. A renegade of the jungle till his final breath is gone. 'Cause he won't hold back, he won't lie. Words are flashing through the sky. 'Cause he won't hold back, no he won't lie. Free and wild as the sparks fly.
All right, hello everyone. Then that's my first shot at making some music there. Welcome to Sunday Cinema, where we are watching The Godfather 3. With me, I got Resolute Germ. How are you doing?
Well, let's just say you're lucky you're in Minnesota and I can't punch you for making me hear that. I hate douche rock.
douche rock. Alrighty. And with me, I got PvP. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I actually got a few pretty good things done this weekend. So yeah, it's been reasonably productive, and yeah, can't complain, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. I do got the link there if you want to join the panel, if you want to watch along there. Welcome, Sci-Fi Sit There. He's going to tell hello there and hello to everyone on the panel. He goes, a line from the movie that I think summarizes on your fellow panel's spiel. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Well, this is the last one. Then I'm deciding between doing like 6 or 7 weeks of horror movies, or should we do Star Trek?
Well, horror would make more sense in October, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's not start the Halloween shit too early.
Yeah, because
Right.
7 weeks might be a little bit overkill for the horror.
Well, we do that for Christmas.
Yeah, but Christmas, well, I like Christmas more than Halloween anyway, so I'm prejudiced.
Well, you should have just gone, but I like Christmas.
I do like Christmas.
Yeah, just go to that. But I like Christmas, just like fuck Halloween.
Well, no, I mean, I don't hate Halloween. It's just like it's not my favorite holiday. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, the Jehovah's Witnesses there, they don't celebrate Halloween. I guess they don't like a bunch of random strangers going knocking on their door.
That's probably it. Yeah. Got
Yeah. I still go to their houses.
Hey, if you ever want to really piss someone off, there you can sign your friends up to be visited by Jehovah's Witnesses.
That would be nasty.
Yeah,
That would be nasty.
I think it's a good way to get yourself assaulted.
Ugh.
Yeah, I got some
But-
crazy person that every once or twice a year they send me some anonymous letter filled with religious propaganda. It's really quite weird.
Oh,
mean,
they said that to everybody. They
Well,
said
they
that
don't put, and they never put a return address on it, of course. So
Oh, they put it on ours.
Oh, okay. I usually just, I open it just to make sure that it's crap, and once I realize it's crap, I just tear it up and throw it in the garbage. So yeah, some people got nothing much to do with their lives, it seems. Oh well.
Well, that's just they're trying to
well.
save people and all
Oh
that.
yeah, maybe they're very nice people with good intentions, because I have no idea because I haven't met them. But that's good.
Well, they got good intentions and they want to try to save people.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
I guess.
but they're annoying sons of bitches.
But they are, yes.
But I found a good way to get rid of them.
What?
spray?
I have
he just answered the door naked with a butt plug in.
that could work, but I have a slightly less traumatic way. I just have propaganda from the Imperial cult on my door.
Okay. Cynthia here says that it does like to join in at a bar for a drink or two. Okay. And welcome, Hakeem. Welcome. Hello, Gorilla Dan. Hello, Cynthia, and hello. And Hakeem saying hello to everyone. So we ready to go ahead and hit play on? Oh,
sure.
I just seen another chat. No, we don't celebrate them because we don't celebrate holidays. That religion in origin, except for theirs. I know because I used to be one. On here, I just thought you didn't like random people knocking on your door. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit play.
Yeah, might as well get this thing going because we're going to be going for like 3 hours. So
no, I am liking the 5 o'clock start.
Yeah,
definitely
better.
The earlier the better. Yeah.
Oh, and our familiar music.
Yeah. I wonder why it took so long to get this third one made.
Coppola didn't need the cash.
Okay.
You couldn't find any cocaine.
So did they get Puzo back to write this screenplay for this, or was it already part of something he'd written previously?
Well, he gets credit for writing the original book. The first two are based on, no matter what.
Yeah.
I kind of like this music. I don't know what it is about it, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's got a real, it's got a presence. It's very moody.
Yeah. So why doesn't he go home to him?
Hey, Mikey, and thanks for the raid.
Hi, Maggie.
Hey, Mikey, how's it going? I'm not sure who the Mikey says hi to Mikey. Yeah. By family functions, it means the funeral of the family that gets gunned down.
Yeah, really. Oh, the family that he's had eliminated.
That sounds like it's supposed to be a Catholic mass.
Oh, it would be Catholic for sure.
They're Italian, yes.
Yeah, Catholics are. A lot of Catholics are very much, or Italians are very much Catholic. Yeah. My boss is Italian, and I think pretty sure she's Catholic.
Oh, this is after he had his brother shot, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going right back to the end of the second movie here. You know, I found it interesting though at the end of the second film, like he always talks about family, but there's that shot right at the end of the film where he's basically alone again, by himself. And for all his rhetoric about family, he seems to spend a large part of his life without them.
Hey, Mikey.
Hello. Hey, guys. So this is book
Hey,
3, huh?
yeah, and I've never seen
Yep.
it, so hopefully
Oh,
there
no,
won't
no,
be
I'm
too
not
much
saying
discussion.
anything. No, I'm going to try to keep it so you can see it, PvP, but it
Yeah,
is a wonderful story. Yeah.
I'm trying to, yeah, I really want to pay attention and get the story right. So,
Yeah. Now, welcome,
Yeah, I'll just
Stuart and
say,
Poopus Cuber.
hey,
He
Mr.
goes,
Stewart,
hello,
how you
humans and
doing?
other critters.
nice
Yeah.
Snorty.
Then he goes, you say hello to everybody, and then I keep saying hi.
Yeah, I definitely think that book 3 PvP is the perfect closure to the trilogy. It
I
definitely
hope
is.
so.
Oh, it is, definitely.
I'm glad they managed to get Al Pacino and Diane Keaton back for this, by the looks of it here. So,
No, if they wanted to do a true Catholic mass, it'd be in Latin.
Well, I've been to a few Catholic Latin masses. I just listen to the words, and if they sound similar to like the Our Father or the Hail Mary, then that's when you say it in Latin. But rest of it's kind of hard to interpret.
Well, you're supposed to know Latin.
Yes, there's the beautiful Maria Shriver, right? Yeah, exactly.
beautiful church they filmed this at.
I love Gothic style churches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the two things I'd love to go see Europe someday would be the art galleries and the cathedrals. Those
For
would be
sure.
things I'd want to see for sure.
Yeah. And Stuart Poopus said hi to everybody on the panel.
Hey, Snorty.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, one of the best things to see in France, in Paris, would definitely be Notre Dame. I believe they were rebuilding it.
Oh, there's just so much over there to see. I mean,
Yeah.
probably any major city, and even a lot of the smaller cities would probably have great architecture. I would imagine.
Is that Andy
Yeah, it looks like they're
Garcia?
about ready to make out.
Yeah, is that Andy Garcia? Wow, I didn't know he was in this. Oh.
Well, when you get a huge cast, you never know who's going to pop out, right? I mean, what was the last movie? It was what's his name? I can't remember his name now, but a well-known actor that's only in like a couple of scenes, and
Yeah,
he didn't even have any dialogue really.
sorry, I apologize.
Uh,
I misidentified her as Maria. No, that's Talia Shire. Sorry. I misidentified. Sorry about that.
I was thinking of Harry Dean Stanton. He was in a couple of scenes in the second film, but he didn't
Yeah.
have any lines, and he was just basically in the background, pretty much, which is amazing for an actor of his quality to just do so little.
It must be nice having tables that the kids can hide under and just stay out of the way.
Ooh, look who's there, Bridget Fonda. Wow. Yep, that's Andy Garcia. Wow. Very cool to see him.
Well, he'd have to be in this movie. 1990.
Yeah.
He's probably the most Italian stereotype you can get.
Oh, I guarantee that term. Ooh, hot young love.
Yeah, I'd say 8 is pretty young, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Talia
You
Shire.
can't really call them a girlfriend at 8 years old. That's really that's just friends who's a girl
I hope so.
who hold hands.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
Well-
deep into jailbait territory.
Uh-oh,
man.
there's a clip. Uh-oh, I'm
Oh,
sensing
no.
a gorilla clip
Oh shit!
there.
I should just keep my mouth shut. Fuck.
Hey, nothing will beat LDG's one that's getting clipped.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is there? He's got a good one, does he?
Oh yeah, it goes right after
yeah.
it. Right after it's like, oh god, fuck. That was the reaction. And hey there, Jim, how's it going? He goes, hi, Q. And Sofia Coppola and her strange crooked mouth.
Oh yeah, Coppola. Yeah, she's in this too. Yeah, Sophia. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was Coppola, like a cop in a field.
Yeah, it's not like copy to feel. Come on. It's Italian. It's Coppola. Come on. Well,
Yeah,
do you
it is-
understand why
it is-
Nicholas?
it is
Do you
Coppola, I believe.
realize why Nicolas Cage changed his name from Coppola to Nicolas Cage? Because he didn't want to be a part of that.
Well, he was. Let's face it. I mean, if you keep your name Coppola, you're in a big, deep shadow, right? That you're
Yeah.
living under. So, I could. And besides, Cage is just like it's a short, simple, stage name, and it's easy to remember, right?
And hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, I'm out here mowing my own grass today. Hey, it's Jim, not Jimmy, not Jimbo.
Sorry, I just said Jim.
Remember?
Whatever.
Call me Jim.
Calm down, Jim.
I know that
Damn
you
it.
said Jimmy. I know you said Jimmy the other day. Hey, I unblocked you on Facebook. Do you think you and I should talk now?
Hey, Jim. That's what Hakeem says.
It's silent. It's
Show the damn movie, boy.
Anyway,
Okay, Gary.
Make sure the link's pinned, Gorilla.
I'm not watching the movie.
Yeah, thank you for that, Jim. I'll get it pinned right now. Well, I tell you, like Vic Fontaine.
Maybe, I don't know.
oh darn. Yeah, Vic Fontaine. That would have been wow. That would have been really weird if he was actually in this movie. What's his name? Oh gosh, I'm forgetting the
James
actor's
Darren.
name.
James
James
Darren.
Darren.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
freaky if James Darren had been in
Hey.
this thing. It's like wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got a new person here. Welcome, Gary. Go show the damn movie, boy. Gary, what you gotta do is click the Cosby link. You gotta click the
boy.
Cosby link. We're watching it on Cosby.
Yeah, we're all watching it on Cosme right now, Gary. There's
Yeah.
a link that Gorilla has pinned, I believe, that you can join. It's right at the top of the chat.
Yeah. Here, I even got it right here.
Obviously,
Hello, Abigail.
Gary must not be very familiar with watch parties.
And we have someone new in Cosby, Abigail. Hello, Abigail.
I'm not
I
watching
don't know if she
Cosby.
can hear
I'm
you.
watching my grass.
Yeah, we got 8 people watching. There's the lovely Miss Diane Keaton. I don't know, but is that kind of a bit of overdress for Miss Diane?
Oh,
Or
I don't
does it
know.
look more like a robe? I
Oh, they're
don't
at
know.
a black tie event.
Yeah, right. I understand, but her outfit is quite different. That's what I'm saying. For a black tie affair. Is that cheesecake?
It
Oh,
looks like
oh,
some kind of cake.
oh, tiramisu maybe. Oh man.
Almost looks like it's got a
Uh,
strawberry filling or something there.
No, it'll
Okay.
be tiramisu. That's a rich person's event. It wouldn't be cheesecake. Unless it's a very, very, very fancy cheesecake.
Yes. I can sense why the little kids out there are a little awkward dancing. I can totally understand.
Mhm. Yeah. Huh. Oh, he's gonna work for him. He'll work for him, all right.
You think the word would have got out by now that you don't say no? If you want to stay alive and keep breathing, you know.
All right. Oh, so we got the hippo, the turtle, the raccoon, and a goat in the Cosme. And then we got Hakeem in there.
Well, that means most of us, as anonymous animals, have not signed up for an account.
Yeah,
I
why
gotta
would you?
I gotta do that one of these days. I'm going to sign up for an account one of these days over the next couple of
Yeah.
weeks when I get around to it.
We should create ourselves as the Cosme Zoo. All the animals. All the animals in the zoo are jumping up and down for you.
Yeah, I'd have to think up a good name for Cosme because I don't think I'd want to just use my regular
I do have a Cosby account.
PvP name. I'd have to come up with something different for Cosme, I think.
And Boomer says, "Hello."
Hey, Boomer.
Emma Bloom.
Boomer. And he goes,
Hi, Boomer.
hello.
Hello. I gotta say though, I do like her brooch that she's wearing around her neck. I love that brooch. It's beautiful.
Hey, you got a couple thousand? It could be yours.
Yeah, right.
So
I would try to get something like that for Suzanne, but yeah, I would need about $2,000, $3,000.
What are they saying here?
The kid is upset that he killed Fredo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hear.
Sorry,
Want
PvP.
me to turn it up?
Sure, if you can. Thank you.
She better enunciate that a little bit more because she just told me you became my whore. That's what I heard. I didn't hear the ER at the end.
You mean the RE?
That was a
The
good
ER.
line, anyway.
Yeah, now I have to say the lighting in this scene is perfect for him because he lives in sort of darkness because he's the new Don, but now he's got the light coming briefly from the window. It's perfect ambiance. I love this lighting.
Well,
It's good for him.
Coppola's pretty solid director back in those days, so I'm not surprised the lighting is
Oh,
first
it's
rate.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know why? One reason that looks so good is Gordon Willis is doing the cinematography.
That makes sense. Yes. Yeah, there's Bridget
Oh,
Fonda.
who that?
Woohoo!
That's Bridget Fonda. She looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah, she does. And
Yeah.
Andy Garcia's making moves on her. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
damn, look at oh wow.
so in other words, he's gonna end up with a bullet in the back of his head.
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's kind of hard to lose when dealer has a gun to the back of his head.
I guess it's true that Bridget Fonda came from the good parts of Jane Fonda.
That guy looks old as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Pay his
That's Eli
respects or
Wallach,
ask for a
isn't it?
favor.
Yeah, that's Eli Wallach. Oh my gosh, before he died. Oh man, cool. That is awesome. Oh,
Eli
Talia
Wallach.
Shire. Oh, I love you, Grandpa. Wee. Hey, good looking aquarium back there. That's good stuff. Now he's in the light. Wow. 3 Oscar winners in the room. Beautiful.
Well, I remember Eli Wallach playing Duco in Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Yes, Tuco. Right.
One of the all-time greatest performances in the history of cinema, in my book. He was one hell of an actor. This guy.
Yeah. Do you remember that scene, PvP, when he's in the bathtub? He says, "Shoot, don't talk."
Yeah, I don't know if that's verbatim quote, but it was close. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Boomer, right. Yes, Peter Fonda was Bridget's father. That's true. Yes.
Peter had a hell of a career too, actually.
Oh, damn, yeah. From Easy Rider all the way to like all that stuff. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
he's done some other films that are favorites of mine. I think he was in that one Run from the Devil or something where he
Yeah,
was with his family and friends on a vacation in their Winnebago, and they got chased by a satanic cult. That's one
yeah.
hell of a movie if you've ever seen that one. Boy, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. And I saw that was George Hamilton, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it might
George
have been.
Hamilton back
Yeah, I'm
there.
not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
that was a
Oh
good
my
chase
gosh.
movie, though.
Look at the priest in the middle. He looks really familiar.
Oh, hell yeah. I've seen him in tons of stuff. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I could. He's got one of those faces you never forget.
Oh, for sure. There you go. Okay, so Joey Saza is played by Joe Mantegna. And you got Eli Wallach, George Hamilton, Bridget Fonda, Andy Garcia, Talia Shire, Sofia Coppola, Ralph Vallone is the Cardinal. And let's see. Yeah, that's John Savage, I guess. Is Andrew Hagen. Yeah.
John Savage, that was the guy you just mentioned there a minute ago. Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Hagen. Yeah, he played yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's see. Boomer says Peter was Bridget's father. Okay.
Yeah.
And Stuart says hello and Poopus.
Also, it says that Al Pacino was offered $5 million to reprise his role as Michael, but Pacino wanted $7 million plus a percentage of the gross. Francis Ford refused, and he threatened to rewrite the script. So then Pacino agreed to the $5 million offer. Wow. Imagine what that would have happened if he didn't show up in this film. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been it would have been not so great.
Not so great. I agree. Oh, I agree, Snort. Totally agree with that comment.
What? Let's see. So that says hello, Snort. And goes, odd how the character of Connie went from being weak and picked on at earlier rumors to the meanest bomb monster with them all. Well,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be treated like shit, you might as well act like a piece of shit.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah.
I'm cutting up dog shit right now. Does that count?
Sure.
He heard me. I thought I was dead.
Yeah. Like your sound's a little weak there, but I can hear you.
I'll turn up the mic gain. Tom, turn up mic gain. 22%.
Oh.
Probably StreamYard's messed with the audio. I mean, mic settings again.
Yeah, that's what happens if you're on your phone. It changes it up.
Film's playing great here for me.
It's fine for me.
Yeah, it's smooth as butter. It's great.
Smooth as a bar of butter.
Someone's saying it's running bad?
No, it's running good. It's running well.
It's running great.
Fine, Gorilla.
It looks great. Perfect. 5x5 here, Gorilla.
I'm surprised Andy Garcia is yelling so much in this scene. Joe Mantegna is playing like the perfect foil. He's just sitting in the chair, relaxing, smoking, and here's Andy Garcia going off on him. Wow. Okay.
Well, he can't help himself. That Sonny's son. He's a hot-headed
right.
father.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering which one of them is going to end up dead because I'm never sure anymore.
I think it's good to remain in that mystery there, PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PvP. I don't want to spoil it for you, but Nuke goes off and kills everyone in the area.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts. Yeah, Talia's gonna take the gun out right now and shoot everybody in the room except for Michael. Just- I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
That
She
would be
wouldn't
good,
do
actually.
that. Oh, I love the Italian. Mwah, mwah. That
Yeah,
always is funny.
the,
It
the only
is.
the only unfortunate part is after they do that, one of them can end up being strangled an hour later, right? So
Look at her pressing him. Ugh. Get out of my face, man. You stink. Uh-oh. He's gonna bite his ear off.
Uh,
No. Oh.
Get it out of here.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Damn it, man.
Oh my lord. See, I remember Pacino looking so much better when he was younger, but now, of course, since he's older as a Don, yeah, I was kind of upset about that. I really wish he could have kept some of his youthful, but I understood. I understood they had to age him a little.
I
But,
think
you
he
know,
That's
looks.
what happens when you grow older.
I think he looks actually appropriate considering this is quite a few years later.
of
So
course, yeah.
he's aged in real life. So
Look in
Is
the
that where
mirror
we
when you get
say?
older.
besides
Yeah, is
being
that where we
being
say we got to look that good? Can we look
yeah,
that good when we're older?
besides being a Don probably age anybody.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, you got all these people that you owe favors to. They owe you favors. There's probably half a dozen people that want to kill you at any given time. Like it's not like an easy lifestyle.
Hey, don't forget the bribes.
Yeah.
And the women.
There's the family. Oh, there's the cake. Beautiful. He just said that. Oh, wow. I just read his mind. Oh, jeez. Go, cut it. Cut right into it. Oh, yeah. There we
Mm, mm.
What I find amazing about films like this is
All right.
how
Oh, look
long
at
they
the girl
take to
hanging
set it
on
up.
to her, the little
So
girl. Isn't that cute?
is that a gold digger or is that his granddaughter or what's going on? Or is he digging gold?
Do you think they'd ever have the guts to fucking have a movie these days that would take this long to set up the scenario?
Oh fuck no.
Exactly. It's like we're what? We're like what? About half an hour into the movie now, and like nothing really much has happened yet.
Right.
It's amazing. I mean, when I watch films like that, I love that fact. I love it when people had attention spans and they could take 30 or 40 minutes to set up a story with all the various characters, before things started happening between them, right?
Well, they've
Yeah,
already done quite a bit of setup.
That's
It's
my
just not
point.
overt.
That's my point.
right.
They're taking their time. They're not rushing to set things up, which I appreciate.
Oh no, they've already set up quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
They've already set up quite a bit. It's just not spelled out like you're a kindergartner.
Yeah, no. I get it. But I'm saying I appreciate the fact that they do that instead of like these days with movies where they got to have explosions and action scenes in the first 10 minutes.
So Mary, like we said, Mary Corleone is Sofia Coppola, and then Anthony is Frank D'Ambrosio. That's the actor that plays him.
Blanc.
Yeah, Frank, Franc.
Okay.
Or you could call it Frank if you want to go French Franks. Whichever way you want to go. Oh, hey, makeout scene. Woo! I missed that. Damn it. You did it with Bridget. Ah.
That's okay. I think he's had his
Automatic
shot.
death. Oh shit. Shit. Automatic death.
Oh,
We didn't get
no.
to see nothing. Automatic F. We don't get to see nothing. Automatic F.
So didn't we get
crap.
to see? We got to see a second of her ass cheeks, and that's probably why the stream couldn't handle it, right?
No, let's go
Still
backwards,
an
girl.
automatic F. What?
Go backwards. I want to see where they have the whole scene.
Didn't she? I think we saw a nice little shot of her ass when she got out of bed there, but oh well.
Well, I thought that she was actually rolled
That's
over
not-
off him.
You
And
don't call it. I call bullshit.
man.
Ugh.
Those darn censors. Yeah, you can obviously see she's completely naked underneath that so-called robe of hers. Or his robe, or whatever the fuck whatever she's wearing.
It almost looks like a coat or something.
It's like a coat, yeah. Uh-oh.
Holy crap!
What?
Well, she's cold.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, don't kill Andy. No, don't do that.
Oh!
Smart Andy.
Shit.
Woohoo! Get him, Andy. Don't kill the girl. Mhm. If you kill the girl, I blow him away, so it's like an even trade. Don't cut her throat, man.
Wait.
Don't kill her, man. No.
Nice.
Hey, shoot him in the head, man.
Yeah, he got in over his head.
No, shoot him in the head.
No, he wants to know who sent them. No smoke before I blow your brains out.
No, there's arsenic in the cigarette.
Yeah. I've seen this guy before.
I think there's arsenic in all cigarettes, actually, Gorilla.
No, okay, cyanide.
Yeah, I've seen this guy before. He's been in a lot of action movies. Oh, he's dead. Whee! Good job, Andy. Boy, he was
No,
nicer
he's
to him
cleaned it
than the
up.
other guy. Yeah.
Well, at least he let him have one puff on the cigarette, so that was quite generous under the circumstances.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Johnny Fontaine was played by Al Martino. He's a good singer. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what any good lawyer will tell you. Just shut the fuck up.
Well, I'm not quite sure what that meant, but it was kind of funny.
Oh yeah. The second guy he let live was Rick Avilas. He known for Waterworld, Ghost, and The Cannonball Run. That's what I knew him from.
Uh,
He was the villain in Ghost. That's how I recognized him. Rick Avilas. Yeah. Cool.
there's
Uh,
Hamilton.
yeah, that's George Hamilton. Yeah.
Wow, he's
I
getting
miss
pretty
George
gray by here.
Hamilton. He was a great actor. Didn't George Hamilton, wasn't he in a vampire film?
Yes. I can't remember the title of it, but he did play a vampire at one point in his career.
Yeah.
I think it was a comedy, though, was it not? I believe.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah. It was, yes. Yeah, and John Savage. What a great actor. Yeah. Oh, good. He's still alive today. Yeah, he was in Deer Hunter, Salvador. He worked on Twin Peaks, Dark Angel, Goliath.
Dark
Yeah.
Angel's where I remember him from because he was a regular cast member in the first season.
Yes.
He played. What did he play? Oh God, I have to look it up.
And
He
he
played
was in the Thin Red
Donald.
Line. Yeah.
He played Donald Lydecker, who was trying to, I guess, capture the Dark Angel in all of season one. He was the main cast, and then he got reoccurring in the second season.
Right.
He was good in that show. That was a good show.
Definitely.
So, in
Oh,
other words, he's trying to get $700 million. And Fitz is an example of a flamboyant modern mobster. The old school mob generally dressed more drably and didn't want attention.
Yeah. Yeah, you know where I said that Al Pacino got 5 million for making this film? Diane Keaton only got 1.5 million.
she was
That,
less
that
important to the story, I'm guessing.
I guess she was, yeah.
It's
Well,
That
called
was George Hamilton.
somebody who doesn't know how to negotiate.
well, he's the central character in the film too, right?
Yeah.
So if you didn't
Yeah, but
have Pacino, you'd have to do major rewrites, I'm guessing.
well, they'd
Right.
have to, but also with her there, she probably didn't negotiate for a higher pay.
Hard to say.
More
I mean,
importantly, she's not Al Pacino. Al Pacino
Yeah.
could get $5 million.
she's
Oh, yeah.
not in that
She just
league.
doesn't have the star power.
She's
Yeah.
only been what? She's in like maybe been in 5 minutes of the movie so far. So
Yeah, something like that. Mm. Oh, okay. In the party scene, Willie Brown, the former mayor of San Francisco, he was the guy who manages to have a word with Michael in the party sequence. He was
Uh,
personally invited by Francis Ford Coppola.
Man, it must be nice to have a press that actually asks questions that aren't pre-scripted
Oh, yes.
and pre-screened.
Oh, Sonny Grosso did his cameo. He was the man who really interrupts the New York City Stockholm press conference. He was a detective and former partner of Eddie Egan, fictionalized in The French Connection as Popeye Doyle. He was the inspiration for Doyle's partner, Sonny. Oh, so that was just him, Sonny Grosso. Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Oh.
And the problem is, like, I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
companies
the,
use
the
young
foundation
women.
the foundation is 100% legitimate. She's just a little upset that they're doing additional stuff.
Also, it says that oranges have a very prominent role in all three films. They usually, if you see an orange, it means that someone's death or assassination attempt will come true. So watch for an orange. And welcome FKHC 2005.
Hey, FCK.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, he must be in the Cosby.
Yeah, he's in the Cosby.
And FC or FKHC 2005 says, "Hail, hail to you, good sir."
Yes, sir. The raccoon is Snorty.
Throw any hell might hurt.
Hey, Snorty.
So, were there any oranges? Any oranges around? Because I got a feeling there might be a murder coming up here.
Yeah, it's only if you do see like
I want a
anything
banana.
related to oranges, like orange juice and sliced oranges, things like that. So,
It seems like though, anytime somebody goes for a ride like this, somebody's going to end up dead.
yes.
It's
Right,
a Bob
Peter?
movie. Of
It's like,
course, someone's
let's
gonna end
take
up
him for a
dead.
ride. Let's take him for a ride.
Literally taking him for a ride.
Exactly.
The last ride you would ever have.
It's a ride you can't refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only ride.
Well, just imagine that the Beatles had come up with a song called "Ticket to Death" instead of "Ticket to Ride." Woo, Vatican City. Wow.
Yeah, I think I probably could have guessed that even without the title there, but oh well. Gotta make sure everybody realizes what it is. That is some bad looking blue screen there for a second, I gotta say.
Yes.
That did
Just
not
for a
look
second.
believable. Yeah, but still, jeez. I thought Coppola would have just spent the money and filmed it on location, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, those Vatican guards, I mean, geez, look at them outfits, eh? Like, wow.
Yeah, that's the Carbonari, their lead guard of the Vatican.
Yeah. Hey, Snorty just popped up in the Cosme here.
Yeah, there he is with his big polar bear snout.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it goes, how about an Orange Julia stand?
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
you go.
quite sure.
Hey,
And Scurvy here goes, "Ayo, fruitcakes."
Scurvy. Sir Lemonade, how are you?
Hey, Scurvy.
Just don't squeeze his lemon.
So cool.
Wow. We're like an hour into this and finally somebody going to get killed? Wow. You know, it's interesting, Grill. I just want to let you know that when you first played it, it was running smoothly, beautifully. But when you had to restart, remember you had to restart that one time because it went to the countdown screen. Ever since Len, like lately now, it's starting to get more jerky.
Oh, you're just mentioning this?
Well, I just noticed it's starting to get really bad in the last scene or two here.
Oh, is it getting better? Then, hey,
It's
Tink.
watchable. It's watchable.
Hey,
Hey
Tink, how's it going?
guys, let's go kill the Pope over some money from a 1978 scandal.
Oh, it's actually getting better now, Gorilla.
This is a terrible movie.
It's good now. Hey, well, don't spoil it because I've never seen it, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't spoil it.
Pope's been dead since 1978. Everyone knows this story.
Oh
No
man.
spoilers.
All
How
right.
do I spoil?
Scurvy says, "Don't
how do I
squeeze it." Or
spoil a story from 47 years ago?
That's right. Don't squeeze it.
I haven't seen it. If you have any courtesy, I'd
Do you
appreciate
have
it.
a
if you wouldn't spoil it.
newspaper? No, this is real events, just like the other movies. Just
All right,
like the other
Scurvy-
movies, these are real events.
Oh fuck.
All right. Scurvy says, "Don't squeeze, or there may be a mess."
I think I know what he's alluding to.
Yeah.
And is it the same thing
Great
for me
jacket,
too?
by the way.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's fixed now.
It's playing fine now, Gorilla. Thank you.
Who wouldn't want that jacket that he's sporting, huh?
Hmm.
U-boat commander jacket? And that looks like a story to me. God bless her, she's trying.
So, Pig, her father's dead too.
Her father?
Yeah.
We've seen her father. Her father is Michael Corleone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Sofia Coppola's father? Yeah, but the thing is, his father is freaking Sonny. The problem with this movie is the first two movies are one book done out of order. This movie is a book, and I think Ford Coppola was either a co-author or on the phone with the guy. It was designed to be a movie, and they don't account for the fact that they're 30 years ahead in time of where they should be at this character's age. This should be happening in about 1978, not 1990.
But that's supposed to take place in 78.
It is the most horribly rendered, poorly wardrobed, poorly fitted out 1978 I've ever seen, far below the standards of the other movies. It looks like 1989. It looks like 1990. They didn't do much work on that. Where are the loud suits?
Coppola was desperate for cash.
He starts cranking out a bunch of movies that no one wants to see. That Dracula movie had moments but wasn't good. His Frankenstein movie had moments but wasn't good. And we found out De Niro was playing himself.
Actually, it's about this time Coppola started getting that whole Metropolis thing in his head. He's been working on that thing since the late 80s. And
The
it's just
projection
coming out
is
now.
$5 million opening weekend for that.
That's a shame, too. He spent the better part of 4 decades trying to get that thing together.
He sunk a ton of his own money into it. He wanted it to be what it was, but it just didn't work out. See, look, this looks like 1989. This does not look like 1978 at all, or even 1976 when I think it's supposed to happen. Because remember, we're 40 years, we're 30 years after 1946. Nobody's aged up enough for it to be right, or his son would be 47.
Yeah, he's got that real smoking voice right there. He must have smoked in real life.
Weird Al or Garcia?
Al. Al was a
Yeah,
damn chain smoker.
I believe he once was. Yeah, he's too old now to have kept up with it. I'll say this: the biggest surprise in this movie, George Hamilton puts in a performance that the guy from Love at First Bite, does never seem capable of. He's very serious and very good.
Hmm. Huh.
When looking at the script, Robert Duvall said absolutely no way, and Winona Ryder got cold feet and walked. That's why we have Sofia Coppola sort of sleepwalking through this movie. She just was pulled off the sidelines. She was just there.
And
And
it's
I
why
don't think she acts again.
Al wanted 7 million instead of 5.
He probably then reduced his amount of participation in the movie, or asked for more back end, which this movie didn't make. This movie had a problem with violence in theaters because it was during the late '80s gangsta with an A revival, and in the movie theater by me, 5 or 6 people got shot in like an exchange of gunfire during the opening night of this movie. But that's what happens when you go to the movies in Queens.
Agreed.
By the way, Mario Puzo never captures it again, so he's just writing book after book. This is, I think, like 3 of them slapped together, The Last Don and 2 others, but it's heavily based on the real John Gotti and then other unrelated mob events back in Italy that had to do with the Vatican. But all these things are kind of historical analogies. They're not, this is a lot like Law and Order. It's ripped from the headlines. It's not that original.
And FKHC says 1978 Teague. And Sofia Coppola became a director. Oh, did she?
Coppola, yes, she never acts again. She directs and she wins an Academy Award. Lost in Translation is her big movie. It's still 1978 is tough. That is still a tough stretch from these characters from 1948 who are already 25 and 30. And the Orange and Michael are linked at all times.
Well, I guess it wasn't so lucky.
Got a call coming in. I'll be back with.
Well, I might believe that Kay was 30, was 58. Does anyone believe that Michael's children were both in their 40s like they should be? Very late 30s, like 38 and 36. Yeah, like they did not do a good they did not do a good job with this movie. As we see
Well, his daughter's
1980s
22.
cars. Sofia Coppola is 22. Right, but when we see his children, wait, the children that we see, the son we see is the older child. He now has blonde hair and he's only like 30. He should be close, very close to
Yeah.
40. He should be very close to 40. That kid was born in 1951 and this movie is 1978. Yeah, all right.
So a lot of the mob bosses are dead now.
Right,
Yeah.
that happens in 2. I guess that my complaint is it simply doesn't look like 1978, but 1978 and 1989 were so close that people might not have even tried. But we're seeing cars that are not from 1978.
Let's see. Dramatic but stupid way to assassinate people. Hey, it worked. In 1978 was when Pope John Paul I died after 30 days of being Pope. Maybe theories on his deletion.
Right. Now, but here's the thing, though. I don't know that this movie is tied directly to that event in time. And there's a fake version of the post on the table. I don't know if they're saying that this happens in February of 78 or whatever it might have been. I think they're saying that they've taken all these events and let them float out there. And they definitely they definitely have like a Batman 89 kind of thing where you can just try to figure out what year this is, and we're like just mixing and matching styles, technology, and vehicles from everything from 78 to 89. And we're using late era inspiration. This is just John Gotti. He's changed into John Gotti.
Hey, there's another orange.
Yeah, the oranges are mixed. Remember, what was the last thing that happened? What was the last thing that Vito did?
I'm not sure.
He ran around the garden and he dropped that tangerine when he knocked over those tangerines when he died.
They just see him going, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Exactly. As far as spoilers, this book isn't like the first one. They expect you to know a lot of shit and do your homework walking in. It doesn't really stand alone totally.
Oh,
See,
they drugged him. He's drugged.
rather than orange man bad, it's orange bad man. Stay away from the oranges and the orange analogies, and you'll be okay, Michael. And I guess he's back in New York, or is this supposed to be LA?
I'm not sure.
He's back in New York.
Yeah, the family just flips back to New York for no reason, like they never left. There's so many problems with this movie. It shouldn't have been called Godfather.
Yeah, we'll just run the meter up. Mike says, I'll be watching the rest of you. All right, see it, Mike.
I honestly believe this movie just breathed slowly into a paper bag and decided that all these events could kind of happen in 1989 or a fictional 78. Like, they've suspended time too badly. it wouldn't be a problem if the first two movies weren't so nailed into the events like December 7th, 1941 and stuff like that.
Uh, Nothing's impossible.
See, by the way, this method is exactly the method by which John Gotti managed to not get killed. He just lived the public life, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the Godfather of crime in New York. What are you going to do about it?"
Guy looks like he's like, oh fuck, she's here.
Comes walking back in after what we saw. It was an abortion. It was an abortion, and he fucking punches the shit out of her. And she's like, "I heard you're sick." What did we miss? There's a whole movie missing.
Yeah. Oh, this movie is meant to be fan service.
This was just a desperate bid for cash based on like 3 failed books, like taped together with a Francis Ford Coppola veneer, and then re-releases another book. And this is they're aping the story of John Gotti, and they're imposing some Corleone stuff on it.
Yeah.
And the biggest mob story of the 20th century, that the Vatican Bank looks like they were involved in Sicilian mob stuff. They mix those two true things together, and somehow he's messed up in it. It makes him a little too powerful, but I guess he's been a godfather for a long time. Did we see Talia Shire have her hot chick fit where she still looks good and she's just screaming and yelling like a maniac?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that must be an Italian thing.
What, kissing your dad on both cheeks?
Oh, is it on the cheeks?
On both cheeks.
I think the cheeks thing is pretty Italian, yeah.
It's not uncommon, but even Italian people are starting to calm down on that one.
Well,
and no one would leave their convertible open in New York City unless you're like a known like mafioso. That's suicide.
Oh well, I won't bother trying to say anything.
Oh, go ahead, PvP.
I was just going to say, traditions do change over the decades, do they not? It's not like Canadians used to say "a" all the time when I was growing up. You don't hear that expression very often anymore, actually.
Oh.
I mean,
Look at her hat. She looks
I
very.
sometimes
She looks
use
very.
a. I sometimes use a as a joke because I know you guys maybe you're not familiar with what's going on here, but it's an expression that's really kind of run out a lot over the decades, and you don't hear it very much anymore.
Just
Yeah,
real
that's
quick,
what
you can tell what year it is from her Monica Lewinsky outfit. Did you see that hat? That's not 1978.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
No,
I'm
but
just trying. I'm just trying to follow the story. So
yeah, that
I think there's a
Story is
bigger
rooted in
point
history.
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
but
not
I
going
have.
to reward you for that.
Oh fuck! I guess maybe I'm.
It's a bad story.
This is not even the third time they tried to make a script, and if you still like the movie, this will save you from that. This next 10 minutes. First cousins, guys. Call back to the first movie. Hey, you might have to cook for 20 guys one day.
I don't know what he's trying to cook though.
It's called inbreeding.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're back to the
They're like
Alabama Mafia.
Essentially, yeah.
You can tell this was written by a real heavy guy because it's like so much food porn and then sex happens. And it's like, it doesn't matter that they're cousins. It's about the food.
Yeah,
By the way,
it's
PvP,
extraordinarily uncomfortable.
this whole sequence is cringe. By the way, PvP, the kissing on the cheek thing with like Italian dudes, still kind of common when this movie came out. I would say it's pretty much gone now.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a lot of
see,
traditions. Like a lot of traditions, they don't last forever.
Yeah.
If I saw my Italian uncle, who's 80, I would do it.
Well,
but
that
not
would make
my
sense.
Italian cousin who's like 40.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
We need a censor bar with a hillbilly saying "not for public display."
Are you saying they should start the Deliverance banjo theme at this point?
I'm saying he watched his buddy George Lucas's movie the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not automatic. Yeah, if they start having sex in the kitchen and no, they show nothing.
This sequence is pretty
You
good,
really
but I want to
see
say,
two cousins doing that.
yeah, it was gross. By the way, if anybody wanted to know, the music in the Italian like quartet was playing was the theme from A Bridge Too Far. So maybe that was what they're trying to say. They went a bit too far in a few places there.
Maybe. Let's see. FKHC says, Grilla, that Abigail may be a spam bot, so heads up. Abigail left a long time ago and hasn't really said anything in the thing. There's a spoof movie that riffs on the Godfather movies called Mafia with Lloyd Bridges. Never heard of it. And now for kitchen sex, don't burn the buds.
Mafia's not that bad. It's got Lloyd Bridges and Jay Moore from SNL. It was one of those like overly spoofy movies though. The chick might be Brooke Shields, and it's like the Hot Shots people and the Airplane people, who are the same people.
What, the KKK doing a fucking church thing here?
Well, it was the 70s. The Klan needed some money. And their only skill is in marches.
Except that the mob doesn't consider Italian Americans fucking white. Just this sequence is just confusing as fuck. I think there's supposed to be some sort of Italian flagellate like order.
Yeah.
They only look like what we think they are because this movie is doing a terrible job of explaining itself. But this is Mercer Street.
I don't know what it is about that guy. He looks like he's two-dimensional and everyone else is in real life.
See, I don't get the hoods. I think they're made up. We saw the saint covered with money in the first movie. I like that shot, though, with the Empire State Building in back. That is such a sloppy hit from so far away. For being that cavalier. You know, we sent them to do a job.
Where are the oranges in that scene? Or I didn't see any oranges.
Well, where was that? Why did he just bust through the door like as weak glass?
I don't know what happened there. Like I froze up for a minute. I did see the shooting. Is that Shooter McGavin?
Well, the cop killed him.
It wasn't the cop.
That
the cop was
oh, the cop did kill him.
No, the cop did kill him on the horse.
Cop
that
is
cop was
the cop
Andy
on the
Garcia.
horse is Andy Garcia.
Bullets in him, and I'm going to keep talking.
Douchebag, it's Andy Garcia in a police uniform.
Yeah, but he was still. Well, fuck.
He was dressed as a cop. He's not a cop.
Let's fucking semantics. Okay.
Okay,
Not
so
semantics,
so
it's a key plot point.
Maybe a few more
Oh,
drinks
he's
would make
impersonating
you
a
feel
cop,
better there,
okay.
Pop.
hey, let's be polite, please. I attended a friend's wedding. She was Sicilian, living in Poughkeepsie, New York. I had dinner with
Poughkeepsie.
her family. I kept looking for oranges on the table.
Poughkeepsie is
Yeah,
where
that's
Mel
something.
Gibson's from.
Oh, okay. Vincent killed him. He was dressed as a cop. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
So is he like still in the hospital or what?
He's never in the hospital. He's been recovering in his home. You saw, like, when you saw him in the hospital bed on the cutaways, you could see that they're in his office. He's too scared to be in the hospital after what happened with his dad. He wants to be around his protection. And he's like Michael Jackson. He's got his own Conrad Murray there.
Okay.
He's not exactly getting the best medical care, is my feeling, but the movie doesn't dwell on that.
Hey, we got pretty good turnout here with 9 people.
Please hit the like and follow button for my friend Gorilla. He's the best.
Yeah, but Sonny stayed away from relatives.
Yeah, it's my brother was an impulsive asshole, but you're a real lowlife. He cheated on his wife and stuff, but he never tried anything with our sister, you fucking weirdo. But we've never heard the music this loud and this long before. They're just trying to get to the end credits in this one.
Well, they could have shortened this movie up, you know. That's 3 hours is a long time.
It's gratuitous. It only is 3 hours because it's a Godfather movie. They just kept. There's so much you don't need in this movie. There's so much you don't need. Like Andy Garcia. He's like a good actor, but his character doesn't help. It's like, please, I'm a clone of a guy who was killed 2 movies back. I just look like what the hell was Lee Strasberg's character? The guy was like, Michael, we're bigger than US Steel. He's just a guy. He's too nice. Like 17 years, a pretty long time. It's not an eternity, but we lost so many cast members that it's just a bunch of people. And we're back outside of Corleone, Italy. I'm sorry, that car looks so 1989. Isn't it a Chrysler Le Mans? And wouldn't they have had an Opel in Italy? So this was filmed here. Oh no, I was wrong.
Holy crap!
Look at the.
So Sofia Coppola was 18 when they filmed this damn movie. And she's
How
supposed to be
old was
playing...
Winona Ryder?
Let's see.
But she's playing mid-20s, right?
She's playing supposed to be 30.
Yeah, I thought that's what I keep saying is the children's ages are all fucking wrong. Unless she's not the daughter of Kay. Did he have some other girlfriend? I mean, this unmemorable movie that I didn't want to watch again, filmed on a leftover set from a Man with a No Name movie, is just not great. It's the general from ID4.
Winona Ryder was the same age.
All right, so he's just out of his mind with the casting decisions. And he uses Winona again because this is before the Frankenstein movie. So apparently he was like, no hard feelings. That movie really was garbage. Now be in my next garbage movie.
Sophia's like 6 months older than Winona Ryder. That's all.
What's their birth year? 69?
71.
Okay. Why has Michael's voice drifted away from what we remembered and now he speaks like Scarface? He never had an accent before.
No, that's all on Al Pacino. He spent the last 15 years smoking.
Yeah, he does sound the same way in Scent of a Woman, doesn't he?
He sounds the same way up until the early 2000s when he got treatment.
Yeah, I believe you're right. By the way, why is there a Don Tomasino at all? They killed Don Tomasino in Little Italy in Godfather 1. What happens? It skips 2 generations and the guy got old anyway? What the fuck? They're not tracking their own events. Don Tomasino is the guy who gets gadded down in the hallway trying to fix the light bulb by Robert De Niro in Godfather 2.
I don't know how long I could sit there and listen to this music.
Snorty says, when I was at a wedding, there were some interesting relatives attending. They kept staring at me. Obviously not Italian, dressed in a dark suit. My friend thought they were FBI. Thought they thought I was FBI? I'm trying to see that behind. It's behind the emoji.
Oh, here, just a sec. Oh, Jim says hello, he's back in chat. And Sir Boots says, well, I was at a wedding, there was some interesting relative
They
attending.
thought you were
They
FBI.
kept staring at me.
Okay.
Obviously not Italian, dressed in a dark suit. My friend said they thought I was FBI.
He's a funny guy,
Cool.
but that might have been true too. Yeah. They were only thinking about killing him after the wedding. Cool. Did they ask if you wanted to go fishing, Snorty? So now we're going to go for the scene from Godfather 1. You can see how this movie sort of works.
Yeah, now we got some depressing music.
It's their recurring Godfather theme, but I guess they've like retroactively made it into an Italian folk tale from the area of Corleone. And I'm sure the story is terrible. I'm doing my best not to read the lyrics. Oh, good. They're not up there. I think my uncle and my dad would have been a little freaked out if I was like stroking my first cousin's hair and hanging out, like staring into her eyes deeply. I don't know. Then again, my father was the Irish side of the family. So that's the Godfather 1 story, remember? Michael, look, I can drive the car. I don't know why they feel they need to re-explain movie 1 and 2 here. Oh, that delivery. What kind of people need to be told this shit?
I have a feeling that Vincent's gonna end up in the middle of the street.
I don't remember what happens. Honestly, I'm not making any predictions here. From my memory of how things happened in this time, they're not going to give this movie a solid ending. They're going to set it up so Andy Garcia can go forward or something and kill off some other characters before they end their franchise, because they're like, maybe we could make 2 or 3 more of these like George did with the Star Wars movies.
What year did you say this was supposed to be taking place in again?
It's hard to
1978.
say. It's drifted all over the place.
I'm a
That
very
song,
big
the Elvis Costello song, is from
Yeah,
earlier.
and that's from around 1978.
Yeah, that's it.
79.
That's the first time they've done anything that really roots you in the year.
That's
Like they're not being good.
Something that actually roots it in a specific time.
Yeah, that's why we hear that song, and it's not really that appropriate, but we know what it's from because it was kind of a hit, and it's one of his better songs. I love Elvis too.
His first 10 years were great. His first 10 years were his best decade.
Absolutely. He's outside of it. But at this point in history, in 89, he's making songs like Nobody in This Town, which I think is an attack on Trump if you watch the video.
Yeah, I thought he once he disbanded the Attractions, I thought he went downhill pretty fast.
Yeah, it's kind of like Neil Young without Crazy Horse. I agree.
Yeah, the Attractions are one of the all-time great, talented backup bands. Those guys were ferocious, and I got to see them back up Elvis on the Brutal Youth Tour, the first on the tour in Vancouver, and they were fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I
noticed that he's using a safety razor instead of a straight blade to shave.
Well, fuck yeah! If I was a Don, I'd demand the safety razor.
I might use an electric. They give it a bomb in that one and blow the bottom of my jaw off. Yeah, I know the safety razor's the way to go.
That wouldn't be good.
Although I might shave my fucking self.
I would. Because I'd look in the mirror and I'd see somebody I could trust.
I don't know if Michael sees that when he looks in the mirror.
God knows what he sees at this point.
A man who's done a 10-year time hop and not admitting it.
He's got that time machine in the back room there somewhere. That's the first, like you said, the first sign in 1978. If we look at the cars, they're from 89. They don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I can see the clothes because they're gangsters. So obviously they're not going to be dressing in bell bottoms or something.
How
crazy.
about just like think about Goodfellas? They wore gangster-esque suits, but as they move into the 70s, the suits get louder, the collars get shorter, and it looks more like what we remember. They got leisure suits going in the 70s.
Yeah,
these guys should be wearing leisure suits.
It would have been less conservative. Yeah, I could get that point.
Not all of them, but the thing is, when we walk down the street, everybody looks that way. When we go out in public in the wild, where there are people who shouldn't be dressed that way, they're dressed like it's 1989 too. They didn't even try. I also think the studio starts cutting the amount of money they're giving them as the movie gets in more and more trouble, and they start seeing more and more of what's being made. They're like, oh, woof.
Uh-oh.
I understand that this was going so badly, the studio asked that George Lucas be brought back to direct. And that's really not saying that you have confidence in a direction at all, is it?
No, I didn't have any confidence in George Lucas by this point.
He was like,
I've got to work on my movie, Howard the Duck, show that I can really direct. Can't be doing any Godfather movie.
Yeah, I think after Star Wars, the rest was all downhill for Lucas in my book anyway.
He doesn't direct the next two.
Yeah.
Which are better.
Yes, I would. Well, Empire I love.
The third one's not as good, but he's got too much control.
Yeah, I thought, the third one for me was a commercial for teddy bears, but that's just my opinion.
Throne room scene saves it, in my opinion. It's really strong.
Still, after that, I mean, I don't know what the fuck Lucas has done since then, really. It seems like he's
Revenge of the Sith.
But mostly
Revenge
he
of the
spun his
Sith.
wheels. Spun his wheels for the most part.
He's written but not directed Indiana Jones successfully, but the director changes some stuff, right? When he's not his own writer, he's a better director, but he started being his own writer too.
Yeah.
Too much.
I like the first indie films, but after that,
Is this the location for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, or is it in my mind? Is this just a part of California, right?
I'm not recognizing it offhand.
Looks like the building they run out of at the end when they fight the Bolivian army.
Hmm.
It does look like Central California.
Probably is.
I've seen a lot of what looks like really bad swap outs. This has not got the quality of movie 1 and 2, which may have had less of a budget, but were better made.
Well,
So here we are.
They started cutting his budget because they realized how
It
bad
sucked.
off Coppola was.
They started seeing the early scenes.
They realize he's 40 million in the hole.
Yeah, when they saw the early scenes and Winona Ryder doesn't catch, because Winona Ryder doesn't work for like 2 years after this, they blamed it on her. By the way, this guy is part of our other plot that comes out of the blue PvP. You can be forgiven for not knowing this one. This guy's on his way to being Pope, and he's got angling for control of the papal bank. We don't set that up. We're assumed to know it. He's such a horrible human, this priest.
So is orange juice the same as oranges?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because the last thing his father does is drops fruit when he dies too. Remember, Vito Corleone kind of knocks over a bowl of tomatoes and oranges when he falls over dead.
Oh boy.
So, like, we're showing him, he's become like his father, so we're linking him, but we're doing it really heavy-handedly, and Al's scenery chewing, dropping shit in the floor, acting desperate and freaked out. It's not the Michael we remember, but just out of nowhere, because he's under control the rest of the time, and he's like, I need a candy bar, now I'm going to freak out. And I don't want to make fun of diabetes, but it's just, it's weird. They don't ease us into this. He's just a weird, different character.
I can tell you from experience that's not how a blood sugar problem comes up. While you're active, you know it's coming.
What if he knew it was coming and just kicked the can too long, thinking he was a badass? Could he have ended up like that? Like, it's ridiculous, right? And he looks like he's Beetlejuice there. His coat doesn't fit.
Oh, yeah, that's like 2 sizes too big for him. But he would have, like, slowly cracked if it was real, if he's, like, bottoming out.
Right. He would just been like
a bit, and anyone around you is going to notice it.
So this was sort of like TV drug
back.
addicts where you give them the pill and it immediately relieves their symptoms, even though in real life it takes like an hour for it to kick in.
Yeah. It takes like half hour to an hour to kick in. And
all right. So we're
degenerating to that point takes a good half hour to an hour on its own.
I would ask you, do you feel that it was a disrespectful depiction? Do you think they're using the plot device insensitively, or it is what it is? Who cares? This movie's not so great. How do you feel about seeing it?
It is what it is. They're not paying it any more or less respect than they are the rest of it, which isn't great, but it's
kind of the Godfather. It's kind of the Godfather clown show, isn't it? Like, we dragged everybody out and pretended that we were having a Godfather movie, but it just isn't cutting it at all.
Yeah, this is clearly I need cash money. I need cash. I'll make a movie.
He had real estate investments that didn't work out. Coppola's a Long Island person. He lives out in the Hamptons. Life's expensive there. It's the Hollywood of New York. You know, you have to pay a lot of money to live in a safe neighborhood with people who would never hurt you, like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Coppola declares bankruptcy less than 2 years after this movie premieres.
He has to. He
declared his early in, I believe it was early 92.
Personal or corporate? Zoetrope or him? Zoetrope Studios or him?
Chapter 11. Personal.
Didn't he close Zoetrope Studios? I believe he had to fold it up.
I think it's back now in name, like we see Zoetrope Productions. He managed to save some semblance of it, but you're right. Yes, he lost everything. He was absolutely bottom up. This movie, it was scoffed at by critics and fans alike. When I read the thumbnail that said that the fans liked it, I was shocked.
All right. So
That said the critics liked it.
yeah. Star Poopa says, "No, I just kept looking for orders. I think she let them know I was a friend." Oh, she was acting. She has an acting rate from A to B. It's supposed to be 1978 or so. Okay.
Well, yeah,
The world of 78 and 88 were close, so I don't blame the movie too much, but they were a little lazy with it. Like, as PvP noticed, the first sign it was what year it was a movie. It was in the movie was a song in the background that you had to know your shit to know, right? Am I right, PvP?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's not much
It's a
of
B-side.
78 in this movie. That's for sure.
Just the event. So, and the event's fictionalized. So I'm not so sure it's supposed to be 78. I don't hear people talking about it. We don't see a calendar. There's no real effort to root it into it, but it might be it could be that it's a kind of a low effort movie.
Yeah.
Well,
The opening blurb of it had the text of 1979.
We're not seeing
Thank
any
you
real.
so much.
We're not seeing any street scenes of like real average people that are outside the mob either. So,
or anything that was filmed for this movie. This is all B-roll from other movies. Look at this.
yeah, it's all really enclosed. There's the sense I get watching this. It's very enclosed. Not much
We
of the
didn't go to
actual
Italy.
outside world at all.
Think about it, PvP. We don't go to Italy. We go to like Southern California and fake it. We take B-roll from other movies and show Italian stuff in the background, and I'm like, yeah, Italy, it's great. And like the film grain doesn't match and it looks weird. That was a weird sequence. And you're right, it is claustrophobic because they can't give you a panoramic view because it's just so not anything but California.
Yeah, it's also a movie that sure doesn't seem to go anywhere. At this point, it doesn't feel like it's gone anywhere.
You know what? Text on screen would help so that we'd have stuff like, Venice Beach, Florida, Venice, Italy, Venice, California, orient us. Wait, that's supposed to be Connie? Did they recast Talia Shire? Or have we moved forward in times at the beginning of this movie? What is she talking about? She said outright she knew what was going on in the last movie. Is she angling to be like a mob queen? Is that the subtext here?
She already is. She's the de facto.
She's doing some stuff.
K.
Well, yeah, but as his like wife, sort of front of his family. But I think she's only started making decisions. What's stupid here is the real analogy is they're trying to analogize it to what just happened like months with Reagan. Coppola did not have a lot of good ideas for this one. Neither did Puzo.
I think the only idea he had is, oh my God, I own tens of millions of dollars. Who's going to help me get out of this hole?
He saw that coming a lot longer than he needed to plan a better movie, though. I mean, listen to the low effort music, even in a movie that's used music 3 or 4 times to string together some nonsense. And if anyone wonders why people don't want to see Centropolis, we get 4 straight movies like this from this guy. This movie is responsible for metal detectors in movie theaters, by the way.
Oh, really?
Glad we don't have them here.
We don't have metal detectors around here either.
We don't have detectors in any of the cinemas.
You don't
up
have
here in
movie
Canada.
theaters around there, Gorilla.
We got one or two out in the field.
We have metal
Not
detectors
this
at the
part of
movie
the world,
theater.
thank God.
Well, you know what? The thing is about a gunfight in a movie theater is it tends to hit people that you're not aiming at because it's dark,
That's
blah,
just
blah, blah.
fucking stupid is what it is. Anybody who does that shit is a fucking idiot.
Hey, somebody felt disrespected, Gorilla. I mean, on PvP. I mean, so what if a few people ended up dead forever? If
Someone
that was
felt
the
like they
price
just
of-
want to go out and kill people
Yeah.
they didn't even know. Yeah, right. Good. Yeah,
you know they
yeah.
were holding the gun sideways when they did it. That's all I'll say.
They probably were. Shit, I thought somebody was going to get killed there. Fuck.
Think of 1989, the world of New Jack City. Who wants to see the Godfather movie that everyone says is crap on opening
Yeah.
night? All the wrong
Yeah.
people. All the wrong
Let's
people.
see. Snort says Pope John Paul I died in 1978, and his story is loosely based on that time, and rumors of the mob
Yes.
killed him.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's loosely 1978, I would say too.
Hey, Boomer says, "Damn, the bystander should have been there." He has a point.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, look at the people in the background. None of these people look like they're wearing 1978 clothes.
Right. They do a terrible. It's loosely
It
1978
looks
as
like
well.
1988.
88.
I don't know, 50,
It looks like when they,
65, 69,
they're
70
I,
something.
quite
Like,
honestly,
fuck.
it looks like the year it was made to me.
It doesn't look.
It
It
really
looks like
looks
it's
the year it was
back in
made.
like Godfather 1 or something almost.
It's filmed that way, yes.
Everybody's
And
wearing
you throw a
fucking
few things
suits
out.
and
Look at that
nobody's
car
wearing-
though with the square headlights. Look at
nobody's
that
wearing
car all
fucking
squared
suits.
off with the square headlights. That's a Chrysler K car from 1985. Come on.
Nobody's wearing suits like that back in '70s, late '70s.
They're
People,
wearing early
people like
60s suits.
jeans and t-shirts is what they should have gone for with the background.
Well, no, the background actors should have been wearing clothes appropriate to 78. So, leisure suits. And if you had a t-shirt, you would have had rainbow suspenders and a t-shirt that said, I'm what's stupid.
Everybody was wearing jeans back in that year or two.
No,
jeans are everywhere, man.
They would have had to be
They're
the
in
right
Italy.
jeans. Right. They have to be the right jeans. Now they're in Italy.
Well, jeans in general. Just throw
Like I
some
said, this
fucking
movie needs text on screen. The characters stay like it's 1962.
Doesn't look like the late '70s, that's for sure.
They look
What
out
the
of
hell is
place,
that?
but if you look around them, it really does look like the 1980s, man.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, it's a hell of a lot less, much less of a film than the first two. Pretty disappointing.
Here's the thing: the first two are carved out of just one book, and this one is like 3 rejected books later. They finally come up with a combination screenplay that's sort of in the spirit of, and then certain people are just like, you can't use James Caan. Harrison Ford ain't biting and ain't Italian. You got Al, and you're gonna work around that. And Andy Garcia couldn't do enough with this role. He's still new. Sofia Coppola went there to watch dad work, and she's thrown into this freaking movie. It's a disaster. This scene is shot worse than scenes in Star Trek with a piece of the action. I mean, Boss Hawks mix could push these guys around. And this guy has no feel of James Caan. He's not a good James Caan descendant casting. They really should have made him the old Don's other kid, but the old Don would never cheat on the wife. That's the thing. So, my good friend PvP, I ask you, is it badly weird or weirdly bad?
I don't know. It's just kind of muddled. Doesn't really seem to have any focus, this film, to me. The first two films meandered a lot too, but at their core, they did seem to have some kind of focus that eventually worked out. But this film is
Those
just
plots united, yeah. Every plot in the first movie
this
unites.
film is like it's like the wandering shepherd looking for sheep. You know what I mean?
It's sort of like a wandering hobo with a paper cup looking for money.
Same difference, yeah. Well, the shepherd's more productive.
Sadly. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
The thing is, I can see a lot on screen that's very extremely ambitious. And Coppola, I'll give him credit. He's generally an ambitious director, but man, when his ambition fails him, it's like big time fail.
Francis Ford Coppola is one thing more than anything else, PvP. He's deeply fucking lazy. This is as vapid as a JJ movie, unfortunately.
Well, it's not doing much so far, yeah. 2 hours in and nothing much has happened.
It's dull and we fuck our cousins and we undone things from the first two movies so that Michael can have some stakes because now Kay's just back for no reason. He's murdered how many more people?
Hasn't murdered too many, and this one's pretty.
No, I'm saying she's been
death.
gone for like since the kids were in first grade till now.
Oh well, hell, he's probably murdered all kinds of people.
But I'm saying, but she left because he killed a couple.
I gotta say though, I do actually really like Apocalypse Now. That was a good one.
This movie cost just under $137 million.
That's crazy for this time and this kind of movie.
How
this
much
movie should have cost
did
$30
Coppola
million.
pocket?
Ooh, most. This movie
that's
should have cost about $60 million.
Get this though, Apocalypse Now in 1979 cost $31 million, and that is really a good movie.
Adjusted for inflation, though, it cost like say 200 million. Honestly,
yeah. But what's this for inflation?
Here's the thing. I don't know, but I will tell you this: Apocalypse Now. The reason why you can't say in 1979 because the movie that started at the end of 76, filmed through 77, all through 78, and was edited for every minute of 79 before it eked its way out of the box office was completely different than what started. And when he released his vision of it, it sucked.
Well, I enjoyed Apocalypse when it came out in the theater.
No, that cut is really good. I'm talking about Apocalypse Now redo with the helicopter crash and meeting the Playboy bunnies in the jungle. It's horrible.
I have not seen that version. Yeah, I'll stick to the original.
Save yourself.
But it's like, man, I can't figure out how. Oh shit! There we go. Okay, who got killed this time?
Some guy in a car.
But was it a significant guy in a car?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Shit, I was too busy thinking about Apocalypse Now. I wasn't paying attention.
If only we had a movie with the quality of Apocalypse Now. Although Brando nearly destroys that movie too.
Well, Brando's obviously going through the motions for the paycheck, but since he's only in the fucking screen time about 10 minutes, I can kind of look over that.
Here's the problem. He was supposed to be in a lot more of the movie. He wasn't supposed to look anything like he looked. He didn't do any research. He didn't read the book. He showed up and had cue cards.
Oh, I know.
They had a meltdown. I think Francis Ford Coppola might have cried at that point because it was 2 years behind schedule.
The rest of the movie is still fucking great until they got to him, though. I don't know. I think it's a great movie.
His part is still good. It's just that it's not what was intended. It's a lot like Jaws. If he got the movie he wanted, we might not have wanted it. We might not have enjoyed it.
Well,
Steven
I don't know.
Spielberg's Jaws
I
is
think
not the movie he intended at all.
well, fuck. It's amazing he even got a movie made because he was filming so much of that on location. It's like, fuck. I'm just surprised they didn't all end up fucking dead or something.
You
when I
mean
read
in the
stories about
Philippines
that.
or Montauk? Jaws
Just
or
all
Apocalypse?
no Apocalypse. All the crazy shit that was going on the set. It's like,
That's the Philippines.
fuck. Coppola must have been just ready to say fuck this at certain points, you know.
They were filming for like 3 months a year and then going home for like 8 months and then coming back for 3 more. They were
No, but
never
you
there.
got guys like Dennis Hopper that were so fucking strung out on drugs. It's like I can't believe he could even actually perform half the time, you know.
He couldn't. Coppola folded and got him the drugs. He was like, "Get this guy like 4 ounces of cocaine
Yeah,
today."
just keep him high and he'll actually do something useful. But actually, so Hopper is great in the film. I gotta say, I gotta give him credit. He's really good.
You tell he's on cocaine, but that character's crazy.
Oh, it's a fucking crazy film, though. It's like fuck. But that's why it makes it so good, I think, because it is so fucking nuts.
It's weird that that's a better movie of its book than the Blade Runner movie is. But the book is about events in 1898.
Heart of Darkness.
Very, very, very much so. Yes, correct. He's looking very Tulsa King here. What's going on? Did we segue into another show? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what, guys? I got confused. I was watching Tulsa King on my TV, but listening to Godfather 2, and I'm like, the movie got better. It's better than I remembered.
I'm not sure why is he wearing a Boy Scout scarf here, though. That's a bit just disconcerting somehow.
Because it's definitely not 1979 or 1977. It's definitely 1970. I don't know what they're trying to say.
It's like I remember the Jamboree when I was a kid.
Hey, BBP, you can't help it if he just came out of the closet.
Oh,
he
fuck.
does look like he just came out of the closet.
He does kind of, doesn't he? Well, fuck, if Disney did a fucking Godfather movie, they probably Godfather would be a woman, everybody would be gay, everything would be woke.
The Godfather would be an incompetent man.
And it'd be like, we can't kill anybody because that's not nice. Oh, fuck. I hope, oh, God. I don't even want to think about that. Oh, God. You know, this is supposed to be very heavy drama, but I'm finding it just boring and empty. Oh, God. Even the music is... Anybody else find the music here really annoying?
Well, it's borrowed.
It just sounds
purposeless and meandering.
It's
How
so
do you write
wimpy.
music for this? I think it's left over from another movie. I think
so
they picked up
wimpy.
another movie. I think it's another movie score that didn't get released or failed. They're like, you're gonna have the score from like, whatever. This movie that didn't make it.
Yeah, it's pretty wimpy sounding music.
There's bad use of music throughout this movie, isn't there?
Oh shit, did I see oranges on the table over there?
Yeah, he's getting told now what happened to the old Don.
There's oranges behind Diane Keaton, I believe. Come on, Diane, move your fat ass. I want to see the oranges.
Once you know the thing about the oranges, it's not even subtle.
It's actually kind of hilarious. Actually, it's almost like a drinking game. Every time you see oranges, take a shot. You know.
You know what it is? It's a light like the stupid Indian from Oliver Stone's Doors movie that gets closer and closer to Morrison as mortality closes in. It's like the least subtle attempt at art ever.
So was this partially financed by the Catholic Church?
I doubt
Probably
the
not.
Catholic Church was very happy with this.
No, probably not. I'm guessing that was a joke, by the way. So these are what? These are all cardinals would be what these guys would be called correctly if
That is the College
If
of
they're in
Cardinals.
red. If they're in
good.
red.
Fuck, I know nothing about fucking nothing about Catholicism.
Just imagine you have every cardinal is a log in a game of Jenga, and you just keep pulling it out until it falls, and that last one is the Pope.
That's pretty much it, eh?
So the white smoke means we got a new Pope.
We got a new Pope.
Got a new Pope. Look,
And
it's stock
all
footage.
Catholics
It's stock
get
footage.
excited.
It's fucking stock footage. It's fucking stock footage. That's real, but it's not from Italy.
Well, it's cheaper doing it that way.
This is too cheap. Oh, but we almost saw the date there. John Paul I. Okay, so they're being that direct in their analogy. March 27th, 1980. March 27th, 1980. So the Ivana Trump, look at that. Did you see that in the headline in the corner?
No, I missed that.
Trump was in the headline in the corner when they were showing the New York Times. It says Ivana Trump, which is the mother.
I thought Ivanova was the daughter.
Ivanka is the daughter. Ivana is
Ivanka.
Ivanka's mother,
Okay.
the
Okay,
first
gotcha.
wife of Donald Trump. She was a blonde Austrian lady. Again, a soundtrack left over from another movie, misapplied, not helping. This is such a Skinwalker Godfather movie. He'll be back to save us from the aliens with Bill Pullman.
Maybe it's the way you carry yourself.
Maybe you just think he was loved because you're all dicks. Why am I speaking out loud for the benefit of the audience? Why doesn't the director have the courage to do a voiceover?
He probably felt it would be more dramatic to do this.
It would have been better
And
off if they
cheaper,
did
too.
voiceover.
Yeah, cheaper and quicker. You just get it on film, bam, one take, and you're done. No post-production.
Everybody is kind of like suffering from what are you going to do like 2 decades after you broke big with your middle-aged self? And the Rolling Stones album isn't out yet. Steel Wheels hasn't proven that old people can still get stuff done.
I saw them on that
They're
tour.
considered old. Yeah, me too.
Steel Wheels tour was
Amazing.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was the last one with Bill Wyman.
And the last Bill Wyman, got to see him. It was fucking great show. Played all the great songs, played some of the songs off of Steel Wheels and all their hits, of course. And
They
had
played
the
a lot of
giant-
Steel
they
Wheels,
had-
but that was
did-
a strong album.
Did they have the giant blow up women at the side of the stage inflate halfway through the show like they did in Vancouver?
Yeah, we got the same show.
Yeah, fucking great stuff.
If
You know what's
anything, New
crazy
York
is-
might have gotten a slightly better show on paper because we got special guest Eric Clapton.
That's good. I can't remember who we got in backup. I forget now.
I will say this: he was no fun to see live at the Stones. Like, he dragged the Stones concert into a boring direction, which is something that says a lot.
I've never been a Clapton fan, actually. Well, I liked him when he was in Cream. He had some good stuff
He
then.
didn't write the songs, yeah.
Yeah, but he was good, really good guitarist in his early days. Layla's a classic, but
He's a great guitar player to this day, but like it's more like he's a
yeah,
soloist and he's
but
not
fuck,
inventive.
when he went solo, he just got so fucking boring. It was like, come
He
on,
doesn't
Eric,
write songs.
wake
He
up.
doesn't write. He doesn't write songs. He buys his songs. That's the
Yeah, I
problem.
just lost interest after Layla. That was about my last.
So
last.
does he. He walks off stage now, like in the middle of his show.
Oh well, that's
Well, Layla
fucking
was
nice.
1970. By the way, that was 1970. You've been tuned out for a long time on Clapton.
Hey, fuck! I know when music was good, and it was really good many decades ago. They're
He had a
they're
couple of.
still good. They're still good young bands. Don't get me wrong, but my heart's always going to be in the 70s because to me that was the peak of music.
Who got more chicks, the old singer from Linkin Park or the new one?
I'm not familiar with Linkin Park, so I can't give an honest opinion.
They gender swapped their singer. It's a
Well,
joke.
Oh, okay.
But she is of that persuasion. And she also has a
Is she?
reputation
She's
of not having the most
Yeah. Oh,
voluntary of relationships.
hey, Boomer
I
says
don't give
that's
a
a.
shit about that, really, but
Oh,
I didn't know. That just completes
hey,
the stereotype, doesn't it?
hey, guys, that was a Charles Nelson Riley scarf.
I
Whatever
got to
that's supposed
agree.
to be. And
Charles Nelson
welcome.
Riley was a mid-70s celebrity. He was on a lot of sitcoms as a guest. He couldn't get his own show. He's in Gilligan's Island at least
I
once.
remember him on Hollywood Squares as the center square.
And
Yeah.
Match Game. No,
Yeah.
Paul
And
Lynn
what-
was a center square.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul Lynn.
And
Was,
what-
yeah, Paul Lynn was pretty funny. I like Paul Lynn.
Yeah, and welcome, Chief Judge Finity. Welcome.
What was Paul Lynn's tagline? I can't remember now. It was something kind of weird.
What's cooking, Samantha?
I can't remember it. I used to know it, but it's too long ago.
I don't think he had a tagline other than to show up and say his name being really overtly what he was.
Well, he had some. I think it was Paul Lynn. He has some crazy shit he'd say every fucking time. But I can't remember. He used that weird voice too, but I can't even remember that.
How you doing, Samantha? I just remember him as being the funniest guest on Bewitched.
Oh yeah, he played one of Samantha's relatives, didn't he?
And the rat in everyone's favorite version of Charlotte's Web. It says crunchy.
Yeah, Bewitched. That
A lot
was a
of
pretty
those
good
books.
show. Used to watch that when I was a kid.
Are you
Well, back
are
to
you
music.
saying that you believe in the power of writer E.B. White?
Well, I'm aware of E.B. White. Well, we're back to this great music again, which is probably one of the better things in the movie.
No, they're just
at
stretching
this
this.
point.
They're just stretching this out as long as they can.
It's like a serious. It's like
they
a serious movie that's made like a porn movie as far as pacing. Yes.
They could have
Look,
trimmed
this is-
an hour. Out of
Again,
this.
look at this. Again, establishing shots are just from the film library of the distributor. There's nothing personal new. They're not from the right year. They're just there. And
Yeah,
we have
they
a 10
could-
at this place now.
They could have cut this down by an hour at least. Yeah.
The establishing shots they have grandeur, but they're of a different film grain and they're immediately discernible from the rest of the fucking movie. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's the thing. The film's trying to have grandeur, but it just gets to the point of slow-paced boredom after a while.
And also sloppy mistakes. You can't have a different movie like stuck in the middle of your movie that obviously
Well,
with
the
a
thing
leftover soundtrack from yet another movie.
But the thing is, why put one Elvis Costello song halfway through the movie? That was very jarring to my ears to hear that.
Because at that point he was
Because it
well
had nothing-
known.
Yeah, but it had
Well, that-
nothing. It was the only late
It's the only hint. It was 1978. But
But it
now
had-
we've moved to
there
the
was
middle of
nothing else.
1980. But it's now spring 1980. We saw the
No, but
newspaper.
if they'd had a few other late 70s bands sprinkled through the film, I could have maybe
because it was
seen
a
that,
freaking
right?
afterthought, PvP. It was a
Yeah,
freaking
but
afterthought.
I wish they.
And
Don't even
Think
put
about
Elvis in the movie. Don't put him in it. It's just jarring.
Think about what it was. Think
It
about it as
feels
what it
out of
was.
place. Out of
Think,
place. Out of place.
think about what it was. He was the only thing there to nail you into that year, and it was just so they could say they did it. And it's not even a well-known song; it's a B-side, and it's just like he
It's
had a
very well
big
known
year
among
that
Elvis
year.
fans.
It's like playing a B-side from Pyromania the year that Def Leppard was big.
I just hope they paid Elvis some good money.
He didn't get shit. He didn't command a big fee yet. You know what I mean? That's why that song was used. That's why he was used.
He actually started becoming a star on that album.
You want listen?
He started
They
to
weren't
get
going
known. Don't forget, he did that infamous.
Does this movie scream to you a lot of money? Does this movie scream to you big budget, or do you think they bought his least known song because he was kind of well known?
Oh, that was okay. What was the song again?
It wasn't Pump It Up.
Oh,
exactly. It was a song that we can't remember 20 minutes later. They paid less than they would have paid for his bigger song. It wasn't though. I think it was Ship. I think it was a good year for the Roses was the song. To be honest.
Hell no, that's years later. The attractions were long gone by the time he did that song.
I don't even want to pretend I know what song it is. I just know that it wasn't a song that we would pick out or remember because we can't pick it out or remember it 20 minutes later.
Because I remember
he got like a low. That song was chosen because it didn't command a high fee, even though he was well known. That's the best answer I can give you.
He was just starting to get famous on that first album with Attractions, which was his second album, by the way, because the first album he recorded with another band.
So think about it. It's an album everybody has, but a song that wasn't that big. So they saved money, but they accomplished what they wanted to do.
Actually, the first album Elvis recorded was with a band called Clover, which had members of the soon-to-be Eagles in the band.
Here's the thing: no one would have known that. What they wanted to do was get a record that everybody
the first
knew.
album was actually great.
They wanted to get a record that everybody had and buy the cheapest song off of it, so they didn't have to part with a lot of money and accomplish their goal as cheaply as possible. It's like playing the song "Stage" from the album "Throwing Copper" by Live. No one knows it unless you have the album, but the thing is, everyone had the album. But you don't have to pay the kind of money you would pay for lightning crashes. That's the analogy.
That's the only fucking song I remember by now.
But you might remember the singer's voice, and everybody who was like between 15 and 30 had that album. It was a pretty good album.
I used to have it years ago.
Mental Jewelry's better, but it's good. Ugh! Sorry to not talk about the movie, guys, but I give you the movie.
Well, is this sort of stuff why not talking about the movie?
Honestly, if we were to be like very, very direct about the plot of the movie, we'd have to be so euphemistic or get thrown off the air by YouTube that it's just not worth it. We just can't talk about what's going on. Just like Kentucky Woman, Statute of Limitations. I don't know what else to say.
You know, I gotta say, 2.5 hours into this almost, this movie is one hell of a boring film.
Not the most boring I've seen. What movie was it, German, that we watched? And we said fuck it about an hour and a half in.
I can't remember.
I would say this movie.
Mind.
This movie's tied with Civil War for dumb and stupid and boring.
Yeah. And the whole movie is about people having like free range sex and all that. That's something world. Brave New World. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, they never got that movie right. That book right as a movie.
Has the fat lady sung yet? Come on, get the fat lady out on there so this can be over.
This is the only song like written for the movie too. You know what I mean? It's just like dirt cheap and just poorly done.
Actually, how many minutes are left, girl? I'm guessing about maybe 35.
God, I hope so.
Oh, around
31.
30. Thank God. Some of that'll be
Go-
in credits too, so you can croak it before then. What the hell have we got on Cosme here, Gorilla? We got
Well,
a
there's
fat
your
lady.
fat lady singing.
We got the fat lady singing.
Oh, he put Lizzo. Nice one, MK. MCK. Nice
Script
one.
consultant Yogi Berra.
Well, they
know
say
that-
the opera's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, I gotta say the fat lady's more entertaining than the film so far. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
God, this movie is a relentless assault of inappropriate music that feels retasked from other movies in every single way, including other Godfather movies, because this doesn't feel like a Godfather movie that much.
I have a feeling somebody's going to get murdered here.
Why did you see
That's
an
a
orange?
great Clash song. Let's play that. That's from 1980.
Here, do I have to go grab an orange out of the fucking fridge?
Let's see. What would the Clash do in 1980? That would have
Oh
been
God,
that would have been
I
off
just
of
wa-
Stand and East, right? 1980.
I think so. By the way, I just want to say thank you for the Lizzo picture in the theater. Burned into my brain for the rest of my life.
You know, when I see an image like what Lizzo's got there, I'm glad I'm single. Let's put it that way.
I didn't know that. A catch like you, PvP?
Huh? What? Who? What? Where?
Just fuck it with you.
Somebody in the balcony is going to get off. I just have a feeling.
What, is Abraham Lincoln in the theater?
Might as well be. What the fuck are we saying now?
We're paying off the end of the movie real fast. We're shortcutting to some kind of
Okay,
conclusion.
I see the image for the ending of the producers with the Springtime for Hitler dance routine. Kaboom! Oh, nice.
Some of this looks like it was filmed in like a wedding hall. It just doesn't feel authentic or good. We've got Lee Harvey Oswald's old gun.
That's a good one in Cosme. That's funny.
That's.
Keep it moving. I'm just glad it's not Lizzo anymore.
Yeah.
That's
What?
kind of
No,
what I've been
García, no? Yeah, FCK or yeah, FKHC wants someone to die already. Well, someone die already.
I think that Al Pacino is close to dying of embarrassment. His role in the movie had to be cut down just a little.
Yeah, man, this movie is fucking slow paced.
And most of it could have been filmed in Manhattan. No shit. and
And
some of
probably
it in
an hour of it
California.
could have been just left on the fucking cutting room floor, really.
Oh, the whole movie is a redundant, useless waste of our time.
Oh, cookies!
It is. Is that
Hey,
shit
they're
ever
orange
gone?
flavored. They're orange flavored.
Oh, fuck.
That's right,
Don't eat
'cause
the
he's
orange
gonna eat his
flavored.
oranges.
Oh, there you go. That's what you gotta smuggle in.
You need to caress the gun so people will understand it's a gun and not a chocolate gun. What the fuck was that about?
God, this guy's taking forever to fucking assemble a fucking gun. He'd been shot 20 times over if he was in any kind of combat.
I think the best way to put this one is Francis Ford Coppola was supposed to be a writer, not a director. So you're seeing his big weakness. Whereas with George Lucas, he's a director, not a writer. So in the prequel trilogy, you see his big weaknesses. Always trust the guy with the mullet. Always trust the guy with the mullet. Vincent Vega is going to take care of it.
Well, that's one accurate part of late 70s. There were still lots of mullets.
This guy's haircut is absolutely 1988, though. Come on.
No, you don't have to worry about him.
My thing here is that they don't even commit to a year. It just sort of happens, this movie. We do see it in the newspaper, but they don't do it that conspicuously. You got to struggle. We're pretending that this is art, but what we've done is taken this bullshit and used it to stretch to 1 minute into like 9.
Yeah.
No, but it's kind of brazen and insulting that he's masquerading it as like high art when it's nonsense.
Wait, I thought the fucking Pacino was gonna get shot.
Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, nobody's questions him running around with a gun.
Like right here, this movie does not need to be wasting time and being this bad. They just had a decent line of dialogue, but it was delivered poorly because the direction was bad. Go to Rome, light a candle for the Archbishop. They're talking in mob code, they're going to kill somebody. That part's kind of cool, but then we go back to this nonsense.
Yeah.
And the director didn't do a good job, Go to Rome.
Yeah, not
Light
gonna
a
lie,
candle
I
for
could
the
have probably been
Archbishop.
falling asleep by now if we will start at the normal time.
Yeah, thank God, right? And then that's the recall, a call back to the horse head. And who sleeps at the table on money?
Let's see. FKHC. It's Tim, by the way. He knows. Oh, so I can call you Tim? Okay. And I cross my guns all the time. You gotta treat them like they're your baby. My baby. What the? Oh, what the fuck? I got backing out? What the fuck?
No, he left the stage there, left the seat. He lost his chance.
Is that the Pope?
He was the Pope.
Now keep in mind that these people are heavily associated with George fucking Lucas. So another great gift in the theater.
That how you? I'm looking here. Was he actually murdered, or what? Did he die like in a sleep?
No one knows.
It's conjecture. The film's making conjecture. He didn't
Film
live
is
very
about-
long after he became Pope, though. It was one of the
But the thing
shortest
is, he
popes
became-
in history.
It's the
But
10th
he's-
shortest.
Here's the
10th
thing: he
shortest.
was elected Pope at like age of like 79. Nobody knows. The movie takes the most popular urban legend, and there might be some. The thing that's true is the Vatican Bank was laundering some money. That's definitely true.
But that's nothing new for the Vatican Bank.
Oh, someone's died.
As a Catholic, I
looks
have
like
nothing to
another
say
case
about
of
that
poisoning.
one. So look again how we're scoffing at the idea it's 1978. Look at her gown.
Oh, it's 78 was
Yeah,
when
there
the
goes
Pope
Eli.
died.
Yeah, we've already, by the way, we're up to 1980 and that Pope is not dead. So we're messing around. This is fictional history now, or a fictional reality. They've departed from what really happened by a couple of years. So, like I said, remember, we're heavily related to Lucas here. So we're going to see people fall down a shaft. I think she still looks really good. Al Pacino, Francis Ford Coppola's family, and a bunch of low-cost European actors in a movie that shouldn't be called Godfather 3.
And let's see.
Featuring Shooter McGavin. And I know that's not Shooter, but this movie's that dumb.
Let's see. He was found by a nun. Yes, Hippo. They thought he was poisoned by a cup of orange tea. Okay. He was an old man at the point with health issues. There goes Eli.
Yeah, he
Then
was.
also there goes the one bell that only rings for the Pope dies.
Yeah, and by the way, there's the orange. That's why the orange is all through the movie. So.
That
No, I
day.
thought they threw him. I thought they threw him off the stairway.
Ooh, right in the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michael, this movie's like not only is Michael a really bad godfather, but he's a terrible Catholic to the point of basically being a Satanist. Here we go, Palpatine time. Wasn't it? Can't you just see the Francis Ford Coppola's thought process? Like George showed a guy being thrown and falling away. I'm gonna go show a guy falling towards the camera and outdo George.
Oh, he stabbed him with his glasses.
Yeah, well, he paid the price for his lack of vision. It's all riffs on Lucas. I want to point out if he wore contact lenses, he's still alive. Yeah, a good point. That's the one thing, Anonymous Turtle, that they do get done. They clean up. They get rid of all their witnesses. And I guess this guy is just like the Italian side of the family's Johnny Fontaine, and we're just going to pretend like this whole thing with these two is normal. $1989 was a great year for like weird incestuous movies. We get this and Great Balls of Fire. Winona Ryder heavily associated with both.
It's a shame they didn't do a better job. Garcia does well as the new guy in charge.
Trying, yeah, I agree. He's backed up with music that's conspicuously out of place, and his lines are just only okay, and he's not getting any help from Coppola at all.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better parts of the movie, actually.
It sounds like you're actually on Team Teague with this one, saying that the movie serves him pretty poorly.
Oh shit!
She's done. She's dead. Well, so much for family when you're a gangster.
In a way, she kind of died of embarrassment.
Well, you know, Don, your legacy is death after all.
Yeah, we're just gonna gloss over the fact where the last place he touched her was.
Just the end of the movie, just like extreme overacting to try to compensate for the fact that really nothing that needed to be told happened here at all.
Let's see. Uh, uh, all of the collaborators with Corleone are now dead. They are Habsburgs, I bet. What next? Necrophilia? What the fuck? Poor Sofia.
I mean, he's right though. This movie is just gross at its heart. Like this movie can't even say it had good intentions. It was a terrible cash grab that masquerades as art and insults its audience and disgraces its predecessors, which are great films.
Yeah, this film is extremely weak, actually.
Yep, PvP. Now you see why I fought so hard to try to disabuse you of the idea that there was anything worth paying attention for, or that this is in fact a good movie.
No, I still wanted
trying to
I
help
still
you.
wanted to watch it and make my own opinion.
And now that you've got there,
No, it is definitely unnecessary to do this film.
And now we're just having flashbacks.
and I would say this too. This movie is so bad that honestly, like, ugh,
And what the
it
fuck's
stuck out
this?
There's no point for this movie to exist. That's the worst part.
What the
and
fuck's
yet
this
it's
right
too
here?
self-important to end. Oh, this is the
Flash
oranges
forward.
paying off.
Oh, boy.
Flash forward 18 minutes, though. I don't understand why we go back to where Clint Eastwood kills Rubio to do this. I just want to say people were laughing during this scene's payoff. He drops his orange and he drops dead. He's out of juice. At least Vito had grandchildren. This guy just has a little dog.
They should have ended it with them burying like the daughter in the fucking ground or something. Not that fucking him dying of old fucking age.
It only works in the sense of that's exactly how
that.
Vito died. The only reason to say it works is because that's exactly how Vito died. And if you look at this cast of characters, you'll notice nothing works out. Like, for instance, this movie from 1989, where's a young James Gandolfini? They're not even looking for good talent. It was thrown together. It's Francis Ford Coppola's immediate family working for scale, Al Pacino, and a bunch of cut-rate European actors here and there. Maybe they went to Italy, but they didn't have enough money for an outdoor shoot. You can see different grades of film quality throughout the movie riffled through to do the establishing shots. This movie looked bad on Cosme. It looked like shit in theaters.
Yeah, when you seen when you see it grainy like that, a little bit grainy, that means it's stock footage. We see it all the time at Gilligan's Island. We see it a lot at Gilligan's Island.
Here's the thing: that's the standard for Gilligan's Island, and everyone's okay with it. It's like, it's got whimsical music. It's not supposed to be important, and the stakes aren't killing the Pope. In this movie, where we're going to kill the fucking Pope, we never really go to a good set. We don't have much good dialogue. The music is like I said, left over from some other even worse movie. They're like, no one will ever notice if you use this music. It's misapplied. It's everywhere. It doesn't have the right tone. They don't know what they're doing. Their production was not thrown into shock by Winona Ryder leaving. Winona Ryder saw what was going on and left, is my opinion.
So,
I mean, this is a puppet show based on The Godfather.
I have nothing to say about this movie, so I'm going to head out pretty soon.
All right. Let's wrap this up here.
Yeah. Can wrap this up like a fish that's been out in the sun too long.
like a kid on prom night. Let's wrap this
There
up.
can be only two.
Let's see. The Phantom Boomer, or thank you, the Phantom Boomer Explorers for coming.
He presses his gun all the times. That's when I was talking about the chocolate box filled with guns.
Yeah, I think Boomer's gonna be writing a movie here later tonight on his Cosby channel, but he does have the trailers for the movies he's gonna show on his YouTube channel. So make sure to check them out.
I'm tired.
Thank you, FKHC 2005 for coming.
Yes,
he has a couple of hockey videos on his channel, so make sure to check those out. Oh, okay. They're writing White Noise, followed yet by more Farscape. And there's the Cosby channel.
Cool.
Thank you, Chief Judge Finity, for coming. And thank you, Store to Poopus Cuber, for coming. Thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Commodore for Productions for coming and being on the panel. He does Star Trek fan films. He did his puppy videos, and he just put a Green Freckles video out here recently. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Scurvy, also known as Lemon Pie, for coming. And thank you, Mikey Seuss 4, for coming. He's gonna be doing weekly streams of Red Dwarf, A-Team, Secrets of ISIS. They're all gonna be reviews and stuff. So make sure to check them out. Thank you, Sci-Fi Sit Down, for going. Sit Down has Transformers Watch Party on Friday. Then on Saturdays he has his sci-fi streams. Oh, let's see. Scroll in. Thank you, Gary, whoever you are, for coming. And thank you, Hawk Teen, for coming. On the panel, scroll in, and that's everybody. Then, so PvP, what you got going on?
Oh, not much. Nothing on the channel because I'm just lazy and I haven't been too concerned about doing anything lately because I've got lots of playlists and music already up there over the last couple years. So if you guys want to check out some music or listen to any particular bands, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of music on there that'll make you want to rip your ears off after a while because you get so tired of listening to it. So I'm not too worried about uploading anything new, and I've just been doing real life stuff. I got a couple of really important things here done this weekend, so I'm patting myself on the back for that because it needed to be done, and I got it done. So yay. That's about it. Nothing much else. I guess there's not much going on the week because you're doing your cigar lounge Tuesday, but that's election debate night or something down there, isn't it, Gorilla?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll probably take a big wide pass on that because I don't really feel it's my place to interject into American politics. So I'll probably pass on that. But I guess I'll see you later in the week, depending on what you're doing.
Oh, you mean you don't want to hear us calling Kamala a lying bitch?
No, not really, because I figure that's what you're going to do anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit stronger language than that.
It's like politics are politics, and people have opinions, and I kind of know what people's opinions are generally, and I don't really need to participate in it. So if you're having fun, I say go for it. But hey, you probably wouldn't want to join a panel here on election night when we're all calling Trudeau a complete, fucking idiot. But
I
would love to join that.
I feel much more comfortable commenting on Canadian politics, and as a Cuban, I could play devil's advocate for Castro.
I think,
you know what? Justin Castro is a good leader.
No, he's not. No. He was a good leader when he first got elected 9 years ago. When he first got elected 9 years ago, he seemed to be reasonable and going down the middle of the road with some, rational policies. And then over the last 2 or 3 years, he's turned into a woke, crazy, weirdo son of a bitch, pouring immigrants into our country. and
what's
Canadians
going
have
on
had
with?
enough of it.
Where was he when Matthew Perry died?
Well-
Matthew Perry said he used to
Oh,
bully
fuck.
Justin
I don't know.
Trudeau,
Just
and
a
now
sec.
Justin
Matthew
Trudeau's
Perry.
alive
Yeah.
and Matthew Perry's
Yeah.
dead. I want to know what's going on with that.
No, just a sec. I
I think
want
it should be strongly looked into.
I want to
I
circle
know.
back to PvP's immigrant comment. First time, huh?
Oh, well, I don't know what the joke is there, but if you want to talk immigration,
Okay.
I can give you a very serious overview of Canadian immigration, because when it started, I was in my teenage years, and I remember distinctly from then
PvP?
until now. So I could give
It's
you a
new
rundown.
to you, but we've been dealing with it for 40 damn straight years.
No, it's not new to us.
Okay.
Justin's father, Pierre Trudeau, made
Fidel Castro.
Hey, let PvP talk, please. He's trying to make a point.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
or else I'm just going to leave.
I
if
apologize.
can't
I
talk.
apologize.
Justin Trudeau's father, Pierre, made multiculturalism a official government policy in the early 70s, around 73, 74. I can't remember the exact date, because my memory's not that accurate. But I can remember as a teenager, like a fairly young teenager then too, my friends and I, we just probably got our driver's licenses, and I had a friend that had a car, even though I didn't. And, he was probably the only guy with a car. And we drive around on weekend nights, and my town was extremely white. We had white people. We had a Chinese, neighborhood, with Chinese folks, and we had one Japanese storekeeper running a grocery store, and that was it for multiculturalism in my town back in the 60s. It was like 95% white people, right? And I'll never forget in the early 70s, Pierre brought in official multiculturalism, and then they started bringing people in from East Asia. And we started to see all these guys walking around on the streets with turbans all of a sudden, like within a month, it changed, right? From never seeing one of these guys to seeing lots of these guys. And my friends and I, one of our favorite activities would be on weekends driving around. Every time we see a guy with a turban, we'd roll the windows down and we'd holler out, "Hey, raghead!"
Oh, shit.
And there
goes the stream.
Called 9/11.
So that's so much for being an enlightened Canadian. That's a stereotype, I got to tell you.
There goes the stream. I'm getting and I just got taken down.
Oh, no. You were never monetized anyway, were you, Gorilla?
No, well, that's not going to take it down. Come on. I'm literally like 900 watch hours away.
Listen,
Well, you
stop
might get more
talking so
watch
fast.
hours.
Chief Judge Finity has to hit certain buttons to make sure that he gets the time code right when he reports the stream.
Oh, God.
Let's not start that. Let's not start that.
Yeah, anyway, that's I think I've said enough, so.
Yeah. So, Teague, what do you got going on?
Well, oddly enough, I just hit, and I'm not shitting you, 1,933 subscribers. Thank you to all. And I don't know what I'm up to this week. I'll be back this weekend with some Star Trek on Saturday night, but who knows? I'll be around during the week at some point. Somehow, Teague will return. But check out my video, please, if you get a chance. It's for the show 1923, it's character guide. And I put it together just for all you guys because I wanted you to be able to have it. And I'll put that in the chat.
All righty. Thank you. Germ, what do you got going on?
Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to get an edited version of the Beetlejuice review out. Apparently, I don't remember anything about video editing.
Oh. Well, there's always the backstage.
No, I've watched about 6 hours worth of videos on DaVinci Resolve over today. So, unfortunately, there are a few drawbacks. DaVinci Resolve is great, except for one fact. I have to run it through Clipchamp first to get all the silent parts edited out. Because you can do that in DaVinci, but on Pro,
I recommend Vegas. It's $19 a month. Just do a bunch of video projects and cancel it for a while.
I don't have $19 a month to throw on it.
If it's just basically editing, I'll do it for you. Send me the video. By the way, Gorilla, did you get the video I sent you?
Yes, I did. I'll get it uploaded probably tonight or tomorrow.
How'd you like those little frills I gave you?
I have to actually look at it on the thing because the Google Drive thing was real small screen, and that was it.
I think you'll like it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, but filtering those out is easy enough. There is an AI bot on Clipchamp that will do it for you. So I just have to spend 5 minutes running a video through Clipchamp before I drop it into DaVinci to do the real editing. Which is fine enough, but it's a pain in the ass to have to switch from one to the other. But that's about all. I'll be doing the normal stuff throughout the week.
All right, so we got the debate on Tuesday, then your nerd table on Thursday, then all right, and I just put 600 votes in the poll for Rocco's Modern Life. So,
oh, you got a poll on your community tab?
Yeah, yep. Germ does.
Oh, on Germs. Oh, I gotta go vote.
Oh yeah, right. And by the way, Winona Ryder, after she backed out of this movie, she went to the, well, let's just call it what it was, a shit fest. Welcome home, Roxy Carmichael.
Right, with her guidance.
Yeah,
she was a high school student.
Either way.
She was, well, the Roxy Carmichael movie was all about her and all her payday, and might have worked out. She knew that Godfather was going to shit. She didn't know that the Carmichael movie wouldn't work out. What's funny about that is she's a high school student, and her guidance counselor is played by Gabriella Carteris, who then would the next fall come out playing a high school student in 90210. So it's like Gabriella Carteris plays 35, then plays 17 in back-to-back roles.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to bail soon.
All right. Depending on my schedule, tomorrow I may have a cigar lounge. Depending on my schedule, Tuesday we will have that debate. We'll be hosting the debate there. Then on Wednesday, a couple more episodes of Freaks and Geeks. Thursday, Bowertown. Then on yeah, I know. It's been 3 hours.
Really exciting stuff here.
Oh, I'm tired, man. I gotta lie down.
The Waltons, it's something, the Chivalry or something like that. It's the one after the Caretakers. Then hopefully DS9 will be back next Saturday. Then next Sunday, I'll let the panel choose. Either we pick we start doing baseball movies, or we need Star Trek, the original
baseball.
You got a vote in your community tab for that?
No,
original Star Trek.
It's on the panel.
We're out of time for baseball because this is the last month for the season.
Oh,
that's baseball. You gotta do it now.
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people doing Star Trek movies already.
We
technically have 8 weeks, Germ, right? And November 3rd now.
Well, we can also push baseball.
The playoffs don't count because the Mariners aren't going.
I'd say do baseball because
neither are your Mets.
But everybody's doing fucking Star Trek.
Yankee fan.
Jill did a replay of Star Trek 4 today from a year ago. Like everybody's doing Star Trek movies.
Well, today is Star Trek Day. That's why they're doing it.
Oh, I know, but everybody seems to be doing Star Trek movies lately. I don't know.
I boycott. I just want to make it known. I boycotted doing anything on Star Trek Day because I reject new Trek, Star Trek.
I'd say go for baseball. Like I wouldn't mind some baseball movies.
League of their own.
So, who wants first pick? Germ or PvP? Who wants first pick?
If I was going to pick a baseball movie, I'd go with Gary Cooper and the Pride of the Yankees because I think that's one of the greatest sports movies ever produced. Because It's a personal
Alright.
favorite. You guys might not know it or might not like it, but that's one of my favorites.
Okay, so next
Because
week
it's
is
based on a real guy, like a real baseball player in
Alright.
real life.
Yeah, Luke Gehrig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig. Where
Hey.
the
He's got
Lou
a
Gehrig is
disease
the
named
come
after
from.
him.
Yes, exactly.
Someone sent
Right,
me a message.
he invented it.
Someone sent me a message so I can remember that. So we're doing Pride of the Yankees next week.
I can send
Are
you
you
an
serious?
email, Gorilla.
You really might want to do the natural instead.
Natural's good. Maybe Field of Dreams.
Natural, here's
Part of the
what
Yankees does end up being rather depressing.
Part of the Yankees is deeply depressing. It's also no method acting. It's very kind of stage acting. It's a very old movie. It's a classic. It's not a bad movie, but I mean, it's a bad memory movie of watching it as a kid because, like, everyone's parents get old and die, and that's kind of like a coming of age movie for little kids when you love baseball. And it's kind of like a lot of kids see it that way. For baseball movies, I would say, like, if you want to do baseball movies, I would stay away from Major League just because one is better than the other. I would say you got movies like The Natural, 8 Men Out, League of Their Own, and maybe League of Their Own might be the best baseball movie. It's really funny, and there's a lot of pretty ladies in it.
Well, the
Bull
three that
Durham's
come.
okay. Tin Cup is terrible.
Yeah.
If you want
The Natural is really
movies, I would go for at least a couple. One of them have to be a funny movie, Rookie of the Year or
Sandlot.
Okay.
Sandlot.
Because the three that come to mind for me is The Sandlot, Angels in the Outfield, and Field of Dreams.
Oh, we all get to name 3?
Well, that's the 3 baseball films that come to mind to me.
We'll all choose one.
Oh, okay. Do I get to choose one?
Yeah, if you're gonna be part of the panels.
If I'm part of the panel, my vote would be I would like to see. I think A League of Their Own is really good, but the best baseball movie might be The Natural.
Okay, all right. So
yeah, I would nominate League of Their Own too. That's a pretty good movie, and it's
funny.
It's funny. It's got a lot of funny bits, and it's got some dramatic bits, and it's just a good movie.
We see people we hate now, but they were cool then.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, can you believe Rosie O'Donnell you actually cheer for her?
Fine
like,
in that
holy
movie.
shit. And Madonna, and she's actually decent in the movie.
Tom Hanks is great.
Oh, I love Tom Hanks because Tom Hanks is just like a piss tank manager.
He's a wanker now.
Brilliant. He's brilliant in that movie.
A horrible human being.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know. Fuck. I mean, I give up. I don't.
As it goes, Gorilla will release the first choice on his Wednesday live stream. How about that?
Yeah. We're just releasing it out. I'll give PvP the first pick with Pride of the Yankees.
Oh, thank you, man.
That'll be Germ's turn.
Cool. Gary Cooper gives one of the great performances of his career, I think, in that film. And the thing is, Lou Gehrig did give an amazing speech.
We'll watch the movie next week. PvP, we have to wrap up.
I don't want to give away. Okay, good night.
I want to go get something to eat, and Boomer's
me too.
And Boomer's gonna be starting here soon. So
with
that, thank you everybody for coming, and remember to be a gorilla. And I'm gonna be uploading some music there soon. So let's end with where is it? Right here.
All right, move on. Nothing to see here.